Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink. Designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you? Caitlin Clark just made history once more by agreeing to a huge contract with the legendary Michael Jordan Company. Not everyone is cheering, particularly Diana Taurasi. Even if Caitlin Clark is now standing shoulder to shoulder with the GOAT himself, there is unmistakable tension and genuine envy. So, we know the Caitlin Clark effect is real. Obviously. It is incredibly obvious that it's real. But this might just sum it up more than anything else. Caitlin Clark wasn't just another rookie. When she joined the WNBA, she was the rookie who went from winning college basketball to making it to the WNBA All-Star Game in her first season. Clark has already won over fans and transformed the game with her explosive play style, deep three-pointers, and leadership. Shoot. Okay, I'll shoot. What's happening? But I don't see any hoop. No, I said that because of, I'm sorry, shoot. Shoot. Where's the hoop? They don't have one. Stop saying yes. I didn't know. They're gonna want the jingle for this. Okay. And Diana Taurasi, a WNBA star, powerhouse, and living legend, was one of those she admired. However, here's the catch. Growing up, Caitlin admired Taurasi, studied her game, and dreamed of joining the same ranks. However, the reception she received here isn't very warm. Michael Jordan himself noticed something in Caitlin Clark that others tried to overlook, and she recently signed a historic deal with Jordan Brand. This isn't just any endorsement. It's a declaration. MJ doesn't just give out deals. He chooses athletes who redefine their sport, and Clark is doing just that. The game is changing, but what drives the game never will. What you have inside. By fusing her new talent with a history of basketball's greatest icon, this contract puts Clark in a class by herself. Although there were some tense moments. Legends like Diana Taurasi never received that type of publicity, and fans are beginning to notice that it's making them envious. Reese's remarks about rookies needing to prove themselves and how the league isn't for everyone seemed to be directed directly at Clark's metaphysical are obviously Diana Taurasi, known for her fiery personality and competitive spirit, has never been one to hold back when making subtle jabs at today's rising stars and Caitlin Clark. Obviously a lot was made of this matchup between yourself and Diana Taurasi. I know she's one of your idols. How big is it for you to get a win here against her today? I'm just happy we won. It was cool to play against her, and obviously a really great game. And like you said, this crowd was absolutely incredible. Imagine how difficult it must be for Caitlin, the player she grew up admiring, to want to stop her success. Is this simply veteran confidence, or is it NYM's tough love? In addition to competing against rivals on the court, Clark also has to deal with opposition from people she wants to. However, the reality is that the game is evolving. Due to Caitlin Clark's influence, the WNBA is growing and becoming more prominent, and some seasoned players aren't prepared to see the limelight. She is attracting sold-out audiences, new sponsors, and millions of fans who had never watched the league before. This isn't just about basketball. It's about breaking down barriers, earning respect, and proving that she belongs. Can you imagine looking up to someone for years and then feeling excluded when you finally make it? The emotional weight of facing V from your idols is a challenge few understand. Clark's rookie year outshines many legends, even Taurasi all-star selection record-breaking statistics, and now a deal with Jordan Brand. However, Grace is taking the pressure by letting her game terminate her Jordan deal, and Clark isn't backing down. This Jordan contract is a huge success for the WNBA as well as for Caitlin, demonstrating that the league is changing and that young players like Clark are prominent, marketable, and here to stay. Will veterans like Taurasi adjust to this change, or will they stay the same? Making disparaging remarks from the sidelines envy may be a natural greatness, but whether Diana Taurasi likes to acknowledge it or not, Caitlin Clark has earned her place and is only just beginning music. She grew up dreaming of being among the greats, and now she is surpassing them. Let's clarify one issue. When Caitlin Clark joined the WNBA, she changed the league. Before Clark ever set foot on a professional court, the Indiana Fever were hardly making a dent. But now they're the most popular team in town. Just 2 games against the Washington Mystics brought in 31% of the Mystics' season-long attendance. Let that sink in. Everything about the game has changed, except for the most important thing, what you have inside. Caitlin brought fresh perspectives, packed arenas, and sold-out merchandise. She's the reason Many people even started watching the WNBA this season. And that's not just an opinion, it's a fact. While veterans like Diana Taurasi have cemented their legacies, they haven't come close to delivering this level of financial and fan impact. Getting a contract with Michael Jordan's company is no minor accomplishment. This collaboration screams superstar status and elevates Clark beyond almost every other player in the league, although others pursue endorsement deals. MJ doesn't handpick just anybody. Now that Caitlin Clark is associated with the most illustrious person in basketball history, the real question is, does this deal adequately reflect what she has done for the league? Let's face it, no one else is bringing the WNBA back into the public eye, no one else is selling out arenas for game after game, and no one else is taking 31% of another team's total attendance. So, why isn't her compensation blowing up? The reality is Caitlin Clark has a bigger draw than the WNBA finals. That's proven by this. So if you guys didn't see, there's a package for away games, for home games for the Minnesota leagues. So you can see here, these are half-season packages. So you can purchase packages to see every other game. You can get half-season packages for all of these games here. All of these games here. Option: to add Fever games. Purchase a half-season package to receive access to add on the Fever game. You cannot buy a ticket to the Fever game without buying a half-season package. That is how confident they are in this. You cannot buy a ticket straight up for the Fever unless you are at all the other games. The NBA should be doing more to make sure Caitlin Clark gets appropriately compensated for carrying the league on her back, as she is driving revenue, ticket sales, and merchandise like no other player. This contract with Jordan Brand is huge, but it still feels like the top of the iceberg. You can feel the tension as players like Diana Taurasi, who once made headlines, watch a rookie take over the league. Clark isn't just joining the elite circle, she's leapfrogging it. Taurasi has previously made fun of rookies for not earning their stripes, but let's face it, what more is Caitlin Clark supposed to do? She's already an all-star in her rookie season, selling out arenas, and now she's signed a Jordan Brand deal. If that's not earning stripes, what? Starting at guard, 6 foot from West Des Moines, Freshman of the Year, Player of the Year, winner of the stand, Solomon Williams. The WNBA still lags behind in terms of actual compensation, despite Caitlin Clark's market value being off the charts, her games being televised more often, and her jerseys selling out. Her Jordan Brand deal is a significant step, but it still doesn't adequately reflect her value. The NBA would be open to billion-dollar agreements if a rookie male player had this kind of influence, so why is Caitlin Clark still lagging behind in earnings even if she's doing what no one else can? Not only is Caitlin Clark a talented athlete, but she is also taking on the role of league spokesperson, which is changing the balance of power. If you like the video, then give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It's difficult for players who spent years establishing the league without this degree of recognition to see veterans who were previously untouchable now in the background. However, the truth is that Caitlin Clark merits every bit of achievement. She isn't just playing basketball, she is also reinventing the game, and the fact that veterans are envious is merely evidence that she's doing something right. The WNBA needs to acknowledge Caitlin Clark's true worth and pay her appropriately, because without her, the league wouldn't be experiencing this wave of success. Now, here's where things get interesting. Recall Diana Taurasi's snide remarks about rookies needing to earn their stripes? Yeah, that didn't hold up well because Caitlin Clark's success is now undeniable. She's an all-star, she's shattering attendance records, and she just locked in a deal with Michael Jordan's Brand, and now the veterans are frantically trying to preserve their reputations, which is absolutely crazy. And we knew the Caitlin Clark effect was real, but it's like there are people still oblivious to it. Still people absolutely oblivious to it. But you've now got, purchase a half-season ticket to receive access to add on to Fever games. The Go has her own package. She literally has her own package. They could even sell out Gainbridge for day 1 of Fever camp. They 100% could. I'm sorry. They could sell out Gainbridge for day 1 of Fever's training camp. There's a 0% chance they couldn't. They could sell out if Unrivaled, if somebody got injured. For Unrivaled, and it was while they're waiting for someone, they were like, we've got Caitlin Clark for 1 day, and 1 day only. But instead, we're gonna move it into, wherever. Is it in Orlando or Miami? It's in Miami, where Miami, the Miami Heat play, and the American Airlines Arena is Miami? Or is it the American Airlines Center? Is that the Mavs? American Airlines Arena, I think, is Miami. or whatever it's called now. So you could move it to their Unrivaled, and it would sell out in 10 minutes if she was there for one night only. Taurasi and other veterans are beginning to respond to criticism with greater deference, arguing that Caitlyn's success improves the league and that everyone benefits from it. However, let's face it, it's too little, too late, and the damage is already done. The players are attempting to correct their behavior now that Caitlyn is the league's face. But guess what? Caitlyn doesn't need their approval anymore. The fans have spoken. The endorsements are flooding in, and the league's financial health is directly linked to her success. Fans witness the side looks, the dismissive remarks, and the thinly veiled jabs. Greetings from, applause, and let's end the dancing at nobody really is equaling Caitlyn Clark's influence both on and off the court, as seen by her sold-out arenas and record-breaking TV ratings. She is the biggest star in the WNBA right now. Even while some veterans are finally admitting that Caitlyn is in a different level, the fact that she has already outperformed them in terms of star power and impact doesn't change that. Yeah, it's kind of like when you go from kindergarten to first grade, there's a learning adjustment. When you go from high school to college, there's a learning adjustment. I don't think I said anything that wasn't factually correct. And like anything, greatness is going to translate. And she's proven that in every level. And I don't see it being any different in the WNBA. Consider it. Without a question, Taurasi has had an amazing career. But in terms of attracting new fans, obtaining well-known endorsements, and increasing the league's visibility, the WNBA is on the rise because of Caitlyn, who did more than just earn her stripes. She changed the rules. Although the veterans may attempt to twist their stories, the truth is clearly obvious. And Caitlyn's Jordan Brand contract is more than simply a victory for her. It's a sign that she is the league, not just a member. Nobody could have predicted how bright Caitlyn Clark's star would shine. And it's just getting started. Can I get the spring fling with vanilla cream instead of coconut cream? Can I have the beach wave too, please? You're Caitlyn Clark, right? Maybe. Now that the veterans want to back off, the fans remember that Caitlyn Clark swept the league by storm without waiting for consent. Whether the veterans agree or not, she is the WNBA's face, and the Jordan Brand contract solidifies it. The question now is how much more Caitlyn Clark can achieve. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Are the veterans displaying their respect too late? Is Caitlyn Clark finally receiving the credit and compensation she is due? Click like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. This moment between Diana Taurasi and Caitlyn Clark went so viral online because I feel like a lot of us fans were not expecting Diana to be so warm and welcoming to Caitlyn during this game. But the game was competitive from start to finish, and these two had a couple friendly moments that I feel like for WNBA fans just meant so much. It was almost like a passing the torch moment for Diana Taurasi to Caitlyn Clark. Thank you so much, and subscribe my YouTube channel.